Whenever you're down, out in the cold, faithless and dark, your story's untold. Come take my hand and walk there with me. I know a place where we can be.
Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jody, and I have been living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer for a long time. I will leave a link at the end of this video so you can catch up and hear my whole story. However, today is an update of my scan results. But before I get to that, I have a whole update of the whole week last week, so we will get to that. But the main thing that I wanted to get on here and talk about is my my scan of my lung, because if you guys remember last time, they found a lump in it, and they were going to do a biopsy right away or just go in and do a lungectomy. Anyway, that. And when they referred me to the surgeon, the surgeon said, I don't think it's cancer. And he gave me his reasoning why. Also, that is in a video if you'd like to see that and hear the reasons why the surgeon did not think it was cancerous. I found that part really interesting because cancer has a specific look, a specific way it presents itself and such in tumors. And it doesn't mean that something that looks like it's not cancer can't be cancer, but there is a high probability that the surgeon said he didn't think so, but he did want to watch and see. So anyway, it was the longest 3.5 months of my life. Just waiting and seeing is the hardest thing, you guys. I like answers now, you know what I mean? Especially if it's about my body and my health and my future. So anyway, I waited, I was patient, I did my, I just tried to focus on other things, which there was a lot of other things going on in my life, so it was pretty good timing for that. Anyway, finally got it done, and I'm going to give you those results in just a minute. But I was sitting here, and as you guys know, I'm a Dossier ambassador, and proud to be so because I absolutely love their products. I've got like probably over 40 scents that I've gone through, and right now I have 6 free scents that, say that fast, I have 6 free scents that I get to choose for free as a thank you from the brand. And I'm super excited about it because I am been running out of all of my favorites. So yeah, I'm even getting low on my Gourmand Orange Blossom. This is my 3rd bottle of this one in the last 2 years. Gourmand Orange Blossom. It is just to die for. And then I've got my Fruity Orange, which is a inspired by Clinique Happy. This one is my favorite summer scent, and I've got just a teeny bit left of this one from last summer, so I'm thinking I need more of that one. And then there is Floral Adelaide's. This one is Coco Chanel. This is the inspired by. And my daughter, who has actually smelled the real thing, says this is just spot on. So anyway, I wore this actually to Brittany's wedding and it stayed true all day long, which is really cool. All right, so now I am going to go through and see, I know I want to get more of my Fruity Orange, and I don't think I want more of the Coco Chanel inspired one because it's pretty strong and more, kind of more grandmotherly, I guess it is. I don't know. it just isn't for me. I like it, smells good, but not as an ongoing thing. My Gourmand Orange Blossom is more of a wintry scent. I think it's a heavier scent. So I think I might hold off on that one. But my Fruity Almond, which is inspired by Carolina Herrera Good Girl. And oh my gosh, I love it. So I know, and it's gone. It's gone. So I want that one, and I want my Fruity Orange. I'm not sure about the other one. So that's 2 off my list. But anyway, I thought I would go ahead and show you their site because it's just so like easy. They have, I don't know if you can see that on there, but on their site, let me go through. They have literally hundreds and hundreds of scents. They have let's see. It has the finest French ingredients, all this good stuff. Let's see. Let's look at their best sellers. Why not? Why not? Let's look at the best sellers. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of them. Oh, I remember Woody Sandalwood. I got that from my husband and he loved it. Ambery, vanilla. Oh, there's just so many. I don't know. It's going to be really hard. Oh, Gourmand White Flowers. Ooh, doesn't that sound pretty? I mean, I love this one, Gourmand Orange Blossom. So it seems like I would like that one. Let's see. Who is it inspired by? Let's see. By Flower Bomb. It's inspired by Victoria and Rolf's Flower Bomb. So I think I'm gonna get that one. Anyway, okay. So if you have never ever been to the site before and not ordered anything, for first time buyers, you get 20% off. And then if you buy more, you get points, and then you can use them to turn around and get more product, of course. Why not? Anyway, and on top of that, they gave me a discount for you guys, and I will put it on the screen right here, and I'll also put it in the description box below if you guys want to check this out. But they are awesome. They are tried and true. They ship everywhere. I mean, you know, and all of their products are ethically sourced. And yeah, I mean, they just cut out the middle guy. They cut out the high brand marketing stuff, and they're left with just the good quality scents. So, and you don't have to you don't have to spend a lot. I think, let's see, how much is this one? For example, Okay, so here's my Fruity Almond. My Fruity Almond is $29. Let me see. I'm going to show you that so you guys don't think I'm fibbing. But anyway, the Fruity Almond, if you guys can see that on there, it is only $29. Now, if you don't like it, I mean, $29, right? Now, if you go into a big fancy store and you buy it for $120, then you don't like it. It's kind of like, ooh, I'm stuck with this. Some places will take back though, I do know that, but usually not perfumes. All right, so anyway, that I'm gonna put a pin in it for now, and then I'm gonna go and finish. I've got 3 scents decided so far. I've got 3 more to go. Yes, I will leave all the deets in the description box below for you guys. All right, now on to the main topic, me. Just kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding. It is about me. So, my scans, I'm not gonna make you guys wait until the very end like they tell you to do. In the YouTube workshops you take, in the schooling stuff that you learn, how to present yourself on camera, how to edit, how to do all that stuff, marketing things, they tell you never ever put the answer to whatever you're answering, the answer to your question, like on your thumbnail, you know, do I have cancer? Yes or no? Question mark. that's like click on it, and then they tell you to wait till the very end of your video to get the answer, because that makes people watch it longer, which in turn makes the algorithm like notice that people are liking your content, so it'll promote it more. So it's just like this whole, everybody bows down to the algorithm of YouTube. That's the way it goes. If not, then you're never going to have anything seen, and no one would ever even hear of me. So in the beginning, I did a lot of that, and I still try to do what they tell me to do. But now I'm just kind of like, you know what? Not going to do it. So I'm going to tell you the results right now. My results, they went in, and I was expecting for them to say, we want to wait another 3 months and take a look. It stayed the same, and that's what I was hoping for. I was like, just stay the same, stay the same, stay the same. Okay. Or they were going to say, let's do a biopsy, and let's just find out what this is and not wait any longer. That was my oncologist's suggestion. The third suggestion was, let's start you on the chemotherapy pill, and just in case it is cancer, let's start, getting some stuff in you, which, if you know me, I have declined chemotherapy, period. I have done chemotherapy, but after many years of doing it and not seeing results, not yielding the results that I had once had in the beginning, I started doing research, and I found out that chemotherapy works, I think it was like less than 1% after the first time. And I was like blown away by that. Not all cancers, by the way. So anyway, I did a deep dive, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. It's got to, you got to show me that this is going to do some benefit other than just wear my immune system down and I die. Because that's what all of my friends are dead right now that have done chemotherapy, and they didn't die from the cancer. They died from the chemotherapy. They got sepsis, and that made me extremely fearful, which I don't like to be. I like to work on knowledge and knowledge alone. I don't like to be fear-mongered by the doctors. I don't like to be fear-mongered by my family, my friends. I don't like that. And I don't like to act out of fear in either way, do it or not do it. Anything has to be like just thought through and then prayed about and feel peaceful about. So that's what I've done, and I feel very peaceful about my situation. However, my doctors still want to continue to offer me chemotherapy, because that's all they have left. For triple negative breast cancer, it is a very hard, aggressive type of cancer, and that's all they have. They have those things in the immunotherapy, targeted therapy. There's a lot of new stuff coming out, and I have tried some of it, but anyway, that's where I'm at. Okay, so then they were suggesting more chemotherapy, and I said, no, forget it. So then this time they went in, and the surgeon called me this time, which really freaked me out, because usually the surgeon tells, or the lab tells my oncologist, and my oncologist calls me, and then, it's a process. Anyway, he wanted to call and tell me he does not see anything in my lungs. There's no nodule, there's no cyst, there is no tumor in my lung. It is clear. So praise God for that, because I was really, really starting to feel like the path that I've chosen for healing, natural healing, is maybe it was wrong, and I am now going to face the consequences of me choosing wrong, But that was not the case. He said that it was as he thought. It was a cyst. It had like fluid and stuff in it, like infections. He says a lot of times he sees that after someone's had like a lung infection, pneumonia, things like that. Well, last year I had horrible cough, and I was in bed for like a month. It was really bad. And they tested me for COVID. They said, no, I was negative for that. Everything. They finally did the chest x-ray, and they said that I had pneumonia. So gave me medicine, kicked it in the butt finally, and I was all back on top of things. However, he said a lot of times there'll be little pockets of like infection, pus. Anyway, yeah, that will like get encapsulated and it'll build up. And sometimes it hardens and it turns into calcification, like in lung damage, it damages. And other times it'll just, eventually dissolve itself, which mine did. So I am very thankful that I waited. I am very thankful that I did not rush in and say, yes, let's do a biopsy. I need to know right now. I can't wait. Because if I had done that, then it would have caused unneeded scar tissue. Also, the risk of going in and poking needles in your lungs, is not always the best thing. There's some danger to that in general. So, also being underneath the anesthetic and, just all that stuff. So I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm glad I was patient, and I'm glad that I trusted the surgeon and I waited. But this brings me to a point. I have friends right now that are trying to decide whether or not to do chemotherapy or not. Scans are clear. They've done radiation, they've done surgery. And now the doctor is saying, just in case, let's give you chemo. And they're thinking, what do I do? I was back there. I was at that fork in the road. And in the beginning, I would always choose more chemo, always, because I didn't know anything but that. My doctors did not really give me any other options. They're like, well, you could wait or you could do this. It's all up to you, of course, but I recommend that you do this. So anytime my doctor would say that, I'm like, okay, I did it. Didn't research it, nothing, just did it. Well, as the years went by, I started researching more and started learning from other cancer patients and such. And I started looking at the statistics, and I started looking at when chemo works the best, when chemo doesn't work, what is the percentage of it working, how much of a risk is it if I turn it down now and maybe have to do it later. I researched all of it, and I got a pretty good clear picture that I was not expecting to get. And anybody in this situation that is trying to figure out, if you're in a point where they're saying, let's just do this just in case, there might be a rogue cell here and there. Well, yeah, there could be rogue cells in your body, and there most likely is, because our body is full of cancer cells. It's when they coagulate and start growing that they become a problem. All right, well, what causes any disease, not just cancer, any disease, what causes that? Inflammation in your body. Okay, well, can you control inflammation in your body? Can you make your body a place where it is not easy for cancer to grow? Absolutely, 100%, yes, you can. So there are alternatives. Also, cancer or chemotherapy is a carcinogen. I don't know. I never knew that. No one ever told me that, Jody, I knew they were putting like rat poisoning in me. Everybody told me about that. And I saw them put their gloves on, the way they handled it and how dangerous it is for them to even touch it, and yet it's going in my veins, I knew that it was dangerous. Yes, I did. But I did not know that it was an actual carcinogen that they're putting in your body. So let me get this straight. You may have a couple rogue cells in there, so let's put some medicine in you that is going to cause severe inflammation in your body, because your body is going to get sick. It's going to react from this stuff going in, and it's going to make your system in your body more susceptible to cancer growth. Let's do that, just in case there's a cell hanging out and about. All right, I know I'm being sarcastic, but sometimes I just have to be, because it just makes me pissed off that that we get lied to. We get lied to all the time at the doctors, you guys. So I just encourage you guys to do your research. Do your research for your specific type of cancer, number one. Don't do research for pancreatic cancer and think that, oh, the only thing you can do is chemo, because for pancreatic cancer, there's not a lot of, that's like the big bad wolf at the door there. So, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. It's my opinion. It's my experience. So take it for what it's worth. And then get your ducks in a row, do your information, bring it back to your doctor and say, is this true? Because guess what? They will tell you. I went back to my doctor and he never looked at me in the eye. He was always like this. He bugged the heck out of me. I did not like this doctor at all. So I'm not going to name and shame him. One of my early on doctors. Anyway, he says, so I did my research and I brought it back. I made copies of the reports and stuff and what American Cancer Journal it was from. There was one from Australia, one from England, one from Germany, and then there was one from our very own American Cancer Journal. So I brought it in and I was like, highlighted it, and I'm like, is that true? And he goes, yeah, pretty much. And I was like, so why are you recommending that I do this again? If the percentage of this working is so minute, why would you do this? And he goes, it's all we have in our toolbox at this time. He was honest. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it. And that's all it took. But other times I have gone in and I'm like, okay, it's moved into my stomach. And I had surgery. I had part of my intestines removed. It was a nasty, nasty, nasty process. I had to have a feeding tube. It was really bad. That I went in with the same thing and I said, okay. And he gave me a very clear, good reason why I should do chemo. And I did it. So I'm not against doing chemo, not at all. I am against them telling you to do it without having all of the information. That is all I'm against. And so there you have it. I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't start on that chemo pill. I would be sick right now. My immune system would be lowered, and the chances of the cancer I do have would have a very good chance of spreading. So I'm glad that I didn't, and I'm glad I stuck to my guns and I waited. It was hard, but yes, sometimes waiting is the best answer, not just doing something, because you always feel like I gotta fight. You always hear cancer patients say, I've gotta fight, 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 fight. No, no, no. You need to heal. You need to heal. You need to be calm. You need to be logical. You need to do your research. Think for yourself. And then talk with your doctor. Sit down. And if you don't like your doctor, if he's not giving you answers or he's just blowing you off, go to another doctor. Get another perspective. This is your body. This is your life. And you have a right to know what is going on and why they're giving you specific drugs and not giving you others. And a lot of it has to do with ching, 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 money, money, money. Chemotherapy is the biggest moneymaker. Cancer in general is the biggest moneymaker that we have going on for us. That and then statins. Okay. And then the other one, diabetic. Those three. All right. I'm going to step down off of my soapbox now. I'm sorry, you guys. But anyway, so that was on the cancer front. Now, fast forward to what is going on with my job. A month ago, I was told that I wouldn't have a job after July 22nd, that they were closing up operations in California, and all of the interpreters and anybody who works in California for my company would be given severance pay and a pat on the back, and that was it. So it hit me really, really hard. I was super, super, super sad, and I got very depressed for about a week. I couldn't get out of bed. It was very hard. Hold on, I'm super thirsty right now all of a sudden. I apologize for that. Look at these. I love these. They're just mason jars, but they're perfect for my tea and stuff. So anyway, all right, back to what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was really, really depressed. I was really sad. I didn't know. I was thinking, what am I gonna do? I've done this for my 30 years and I love it. And it wasn't even the money, because I can work for other companies. I can do other things with my degree. I can teach at the university. There's a lot of things, but working from home because I work from home, is just the perfect thing for me and my health. I cannot handle going to a job every day. I just can't. There's just no way I can. So yes, I can go on disability again. I can do, I have options financially, but emotionally and stuff that things that I enjoy to do, were being basically out of my control and taken. So that was really hard to deal with. Well, then my company said that I could keep my job if I were to move out of state. So my husband and I started talking about it. We've been talking and praying about it for a long time. And we always knew that we wanted to retire in like Tennessee, where the kids are and where my sister is moving. I have 3 grandchildren there, and hi Levi and Oliver and Thea. Nana loves you guys so, so much and misses you. Anyway, so we always knew that at some point we would be going that direction. But with my husband losing his job and insurance, medical insurance, and then me losing my job and my medical insurance, so we're thinking maybe we should just sell and move. I mean, why not, right? So we are seriously praying and thinking about doing just that. And the problem is, there's no way I'm going to be ready to move in 3 months or a month, 6 weeks from now, when my job is scheduled to end. So I talked to one of my bosses and they said, why don't you do a leave of absence, which would put your job on hold and then kind of just freeze you in time. So then when you are ready to move, then you still have your position and nothing changes. You don't lose your seniority. Been with the company 12 years, so I have a lot of seniority. So I started thinking about that. I'm like, that might be a really good option. So I emailed them today and I asked them if I could how long I could put my job on hold for. And they said 1 year. And then they would see, like, if I was within, like, I need a couple more weeks, we're in the middle of moving, or, something like that, they would extend it a little bit longer. But basically the rule of thumb is 1 year. So I was like, that is perfect, right? Perfect. So I think I'm going to do that. The problem is I won't get my payout, because severance pay only goes to the people that are being severed from the company, and technically I would not be severed from the company. I would be on hold. So severance pay would not be mine. And that was a little like, ugh. But you know what? God will provide, He always does. So that is the update. The move to Tennessee. We're praying and thinking that it's going to be sooner than later. And I'm going to be flying out to Nashville. I have an influencer event there. And then, since I'm going to be an hour away from the kids, of course I'm going to go visit. And then I'm going to go visit and do a little bit of work there, because right now it is, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful there. Oh, my son was showing me pictures and where they go for a walk every night, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do a photo shoot there I have a brand collaboration that I'm working with, and for Naked Fashion, and I really, really, really want. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. My camera, whenever it gets hot, it just turns off. I don't know what's going on with it, but it is a little bit annoying. So anyway, sorry about that. All right, so if you'd like to follow me on my channel and find out what it's all about, I show you my life. I just record everything. I just put it out there. I give you as much information based on my experience dealing with cancer for such a long time. I tell you my opinions sometimes are very strong if you haven't noticed. But if you want the real deal, then go ahead and hit subscribe. And yeah, I'd love to have you. All right, that's it. Jody signing off, and I will see you in the next video.